You probably think the night sky is this peaceful, static blanket of velvet draped over the world. But if you actually saw what was lurking in the dark patches between the stars, you would never look up the same way again. I am talking about the moment the light just gives up, where physics itself throws in the towel and bows down to a void that does not even have the decency to be empty. Imagine standing on the edge of a cliff, but instead of a drop into a canyon, the drop is into a point of no return, where the floor of reality has been completely kicked out from under you. It is not just about gravity anymore, because we're talking about a place where space and time get stretched like taffy until they snap, leaving you in a region where the math just stops working and the universe hides its most brutal secrets. Most people treat space like a giant, cold museum, but you have to understand that there are monsters out there. Not the kind with teeth or claws, but the kind that tear apart planets and swallow stars like they are nothing more than dust motes caught in a beam of sunlight. It is the ultimate vanishing act, and once you start looking at the way these things operate, you realize that everything we think is permanent is actually standing on shifting sand. The really unnerving part is that you would not even see them coming until it was way too late to do anything about it. They are invisible, these gravitational pits that hide in the blackness, silent killers that do not signal their presence with any kind of flare or warning. Think about the way a whirlpool forms in a river, pulling everything toward the center with a cold, uncaring efficiency. Except this whirlpool is made of pure space-time, being bent into an impossible curve. Scientists talk about event horizons as if they are just lines on a map, but if you were anywhere near one, you would feel the weight of the entire universe pressing in on your atoms. There is a sense of impending dread that comes with studying these things, a realization that we are living on the edges of a reality that could be erased in a heartbeat. You keep asking yourself why the universe would build something so hostile, something designed specifically to wipe out existence without a trace, and the silence you get back from the cosmos is the most terrifying answer of all. It is like waiting for a thunderclap that never happens, just a constant, low-frequency hum of danger that makes you question if we were ever meant to know what lies behind the curtain. Then, things get truly chaotic when you consider the sheer scale of the violence happening in these regions. We are talking about forces so massive that they can rip a star to shreds, stringing out its burning gases like a long, glowing ribbon before sucking the remains into a singular point of total oblivion. It is like watching a car crash in slow motion, except the car is the size of a solar system and the highway is the fabric of existence itself. You have to wonder what happens to the information that goes in, that data of what once was a sun or a planet, because it does not just disappear into thin air. It gets locked away in a vault of gravity that refuses to release its treasure, creating a paradox that keeps the smartest people in the world up at night. If you were trapped in that gravitational pull, your body would experience something called spaghettification, where the pull on your feet is so much stronger than the pull on your head that you would be stretched into a thin strand of particles. The urgency of the situation is that these things are everywhere, scattered throughout the cosmos, drifting like predators waiting for something to cross their path, and we are just sitting here on a tiny rock trying to pretend we are safe. Picture this scene in your head, just for a second. You are drifting through a sector of deep space, the silence so heavy it feels like pressure against your ears, and you see the stars ahead of you starting to bend. They look like they are being dragged toward a central drain, their light warping and reddening until they vanish entirely behind a dark sphere that seems to swallow the very idea of light. You feel a pull, not just on your ship, but on your perception of time, where seconds feel like hours and the past feels like it is folding in on itself. The stars behind you look like a distorted mirror reflection, a halo of fire trying to escape a grip that is tighter than anything you could ever imagine. You reach out to turn the thrusters, but the controls feel heavy, sluggish, as if the ship itself knows that it is fighting against the inevitable weight of a dead star. You are staring into the eye of a storm that never ends, a place where the rules of the game are rewritten to ensure that nothing, absolutely nothing, survives the encounter. It is a cinematic nightmare that repeats itself across the light years, a silent theater of destruction that has been playing out for billions of years before we ever showed up to witness it. Does it ever make you wonder if we're just looking at a distorted version of our own mortality? We spend so much time building our little lives, stacking up our accomplishments, and trying to leave a mark on a world that feels solid. But then you realize there are these cosmic vacuum cleaners that can delete anything they touch in a literal blink of an eye. If everything we know can be pulled apart at the seams, does our struggle to leave a legacy even matter in the grand design of things? Maybe the terror isn't in the black hole itself, but in the realization that we are incredibly small and that the universe isn't built to care about us at all. You look at your own reflection in the mirror and think about the atoms that make you up, and you realize those same atoms are just temporary arrangements that could be scattered across a singularity if the cosmic dice happened to roll the wrong way. We walk through our days worrying about bills or the weather, completely oblivious to the fact that we are spinning on a rock that is just a speck in a graveyard of giant, invisible predators. What does it actually mean to be alive when the universe has the potential to treat you like a snack? But then there is the flip side, the raw power that comes with understanding exactly how fragile everything is. Once you accept that you are living on the edge of the impossible, the fear starts to transform into this incredible, electric kind of motivation. If life is this delicate, if it is this rare and this brief, then every single second you have becomes 100 times more valuable than it was before you realized the stakes. You stop sweating the small stuff, and you start realizing that you are part of an incredibly sophisticated, complex, and beautiful dance of energy. The fact that we can even look up at the sky and comprehend these terrifying objects is a testament to the fact that we have something special, something that can observe the abyss and not just run away in terror. That awareness is a weapon, a source of strength that lets you own your moment in the sun. You aren't just a victim of a cruel universe, you are an observer of it, a mind that can bridge the gap between nothingness and existence. That is a power that even the biggest black hole cannot take away from you, because you are the one defining the meaning of the light while it still lasts. If this has got your head spinning and you find yourself wanting to dive deeper into the mysteries of the cosmos, I hope you stick around to explore these big ideas with me. We are going to be unpacking a lot more about the physics of the unknown, the hidden history of our galaxy, and the strange phenomena that keep the scientific community on its toes. There is a whole community of people out there who are just as fascinated by the edge of existence as you are, and I think it is worth your time to stay connected and keep asking those tough, uncomfortable questions. You do not have to commit to anything right now, but maybe take a moment to really think about what you learned today. Maybe share it with a friend who appreciates a good existential crisis, or just keep following along as we peel back the layers of the dark. We are just getting started on this journey into the weird, and I would love for you to be a part of the conversation as we navigate the deep, dark, and utterly fascinating corners of the universe together. There is so much more to find, and I will be here every step of the way to help you make sense of it all. At the end of the day, when you go outside and look up at that massive expanse of black, don't just see the emptiness. See the potential. See the mystery. and recognize the incredible privilege of being one of the few things in the universe that can look back at it and understand what it is looking at. We are made of the same stuff as those dying stars. And even if the void is waiting at the end of the line, we are the ones who got to experience the warmth of the light while we were here. The black holes might be the most dangerous things in existence, but they are also the most profound reminders that our time is precious and our presence is a miracle. Go ahead and let the silence of the night air sink in for a moment and realize that as long as you are breathing, thinking, and looking, you are winning the game against the darkness. The shadows are long and they are deep, but they haven't won yet. Keep your eyes on the stars, keep questioning the void, and never let the fear of the unknown stop you from searching for the truth. Your story is still being written, and it is a hell of a lot brighter than any darkness you will ever encounter in the deep.